I think my number one priority would be really y'all. I mean, you know, more than just steering the county in a specific direction, finding out what direction the people want the county to go in. Number two, I would say probably the rec department. A lot of people get hung up on the rec department. I think the rec department is good for people of all ages. I think that it affects us all. I mean, my kids are not old enough to go out there, but I love reading stories and hearing stories and reading in the paper. If I happen to read in the paper about, you know, a ball game that happened or something, I love that. I love the fact that as a community we're able to come together in one place and for the most part get along. Number three, I will say, is the hospital. That hospital, I have had the pleasure of twice serving on the community advisory committee for that hospital. I can tell you that they're currently working on the second set of questions and getting all their data collected as far as I know. Much of what the first round suggested has been put into place. Ms. Jan Gaston is the administrator there. Is she CEO or administrator? They have worked very hard to get psychiatrists here. They've got an orthopedic that's coming up here. Cardiology's here. To me, those things are important because we are a small community, but that doesn't mean we should have to drive to Atlanta or Macon to see a specialist. That's my feeling. That hospital is gold to me. It drives me insane for somebody to call it a Band-Aid stand. You may as well just slap it. The schools are definitely a good thing. My wife's a kindergarten teacher. Those schools are training our young people to be our adults of tomorrow. They are training them to think certain ways and act certain ways, and we have to be willing as a community to get out there and get involved in that stuff. We can't just sit back on our butts and not do anything and expect Jasper County to improve. But my biggest thing that could affect everybody, I may say it's fifth, but it's still probably the biggest thing, is definitely our EMS system. We're going through some changes. Just hired an EMS director. I'm not sure who the gentleman is. I've never met him. But EMS and fire have gone through a lot of very hard times recently. I mean, when you're talking about, you've got volunteer firemen and firewomen that are doing everything they can, and we're just not able to supply them with what they need right now. We're just not. But we have to, if we want to attract businesses, we have to make folks know that when you come here and build, if your building catches on fire, we're going to be there to put the fire out. If we're going to attract families here, they have to be confident that if their kid gets bit by a snake, they may not have any venom at the hospital, but we can get them in an ambulance and get them to Macon and hurt. We have to really revamp fire EMS. It's got to be more than what it is now. Not that I'm degrading anybody, because I can't do what the volunteer firemen. I just can't. I'm not able. I mean, I'm an asthmatic. You put me in a burning house, I'm going to be dead. But we've got to do better for our citizens than what we're currently getting, where we've got firehouses and ambulance posts that are completely unmanned. It's just, it's not right.